I mean, he would. He'd sit down with that pencil and paper, and he'd do all this stuff and say, "See, on your salary, you can't afford that pack of gum." Yeah. He never built anything that didn't have all kinds of crazy math written on it, on the board, that didn't have nothing to do with it. He would say, "Here, cut the board here," and there'd be 6 lines on it. Remember that? Cut it where? Right there on that line. Which line? There's 6 of them here.
Remember, he kept losing his pencil.
He had an opinion about everything, and would often pull me aside and say, "Hey, let me tell you something." And then he would say something to me, and whether it made sense or not, then he would, then he'd say, "That's just what I'm gonna tell you. And you do with it what you want, but that's it." Often it was complete rubbish, but it always came from the heart, and I always knew that it was given because he loved me. He just had a hard time showing it. With all his flaws and faults, shoot, that was a faux pas. With all his flaws and faults, he was a loving, kind, and generous man. He was complicated and often hard to understand, and sometimes even harder to love. But I wouldn't trade a minute of it. And what I wouldn't give for just one more year with him. Here with his lopsided math, off-the-wall advice, dirty jeans that walk away by themselves if you don't flatten them down when you take them off. He was like the one indestructible thing in my life. I can't believe he didn't walk out of that hospital. I can't believe he's not going to come running through the door at Christmas, bouncing 8 bowls and pans of food, spilling bean juice all over the floor, on his way to the kitchen just to save 1 extra chip to the car. He's just like you, Kelly. I can't believe he won't come busting through the door at my house all hours of the day and yell, "What's going on in here?" And who's going to make all those atrocious messes and leave Mom to clean them up? Who's going to track leaves and mud on the floor and say, "I didn't do that"?